Hello and welcome to another field trip. Today we're going back to Audrey's house, the Labelmaker's Cottage, to check progress on the exterior changes, to take a look at colors for the hardwood floor refinishing, and to choose a paint color for the front door. As you can tell, my office is a little different today. We are traveling in Santa Barbara, California. So, I have a different office. We made it! We're only 3 minutes behind schedule, which is early for me.
Hola.
Hola.
Hola. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Zach.
Hey.
I was like, how do we get in?
Do we have to come up the ladder?
The ladder?
Yeah, climb the ladder. Hustle yourselves right on in here. No, I'll climb down.
I got this.
I told them y'all were coming.
Okay. Great.
This is the Labelmaker's Cottage, and Audrey is the Labelmaker.
Okay, labels made and the painters are putting them on there.
Impressive. Love
I'll
it.
be down in a second.
Okay.
Audrey's very organized. She's talking about her organization system with the contractors. She has plastic bags for all the hardware. There are labels for all the shutters. Look at this. We have labels. Dining room, right window, right side. This is up. You can't mix that up. So good. I'll show you the color it's gonna be. It's gonna be that color. See the little part of the brick? So it's gonna be dark gray. Audrey and her family have chosen to stay in their house as opposed to selling it and buying a new one, and they want their house to represent them a bit better. So we are going to tone down the traditional effect. We're removing shutters, we're painting the house gray, and hopefully we're painting the front door a bright color. Bam! Hey, Red Pants!
Oh my gosh, the mailman's gonna be the mailman, garbage truck, AT&T, like.
It's a lot. This is Grand Central Station.
My neighbor's giving me dirty looks for a week. I don't care.
No.
Yeah. Your
Doesn't
house is
it
gonna
look-
be gorgeous.
It looks better already without the shutters, I think.
Oh my gosh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Like
looks
they just
so.
started taking those off.
It looks so high end to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's go look at the colors. You want to? Just like paint colors, it's important for me to choose hardwood flooring colors on site. And so before coming today, we've asked the hardwood flooring company to put down samples in 2 locations in the house, the breakfast nook and the new music/reading room. Do you have an initial reaction? You know, I would say I'm leaning towards these two more than the browns.
I am too. What I don't like about the browns is that they really pull out the grain. This is real dark.
Yeah.
This is a really nice gray. That's not the Minwax gray, that's a different.
I've been knocking my head on this.
Oh, I bet you have.
Because I've been coming to look and I'm like, look,
Bet you
look.
have.
The finishes are available. That's the satin one, and then the matte would be an upgrade, which is that
Okay.
commercial grade finish, which Jannar also said won't yellow over time and won't
Okay.
amber. And I also like the matte, like a matte look, because it's as close to this.
Right.
You know, it's closer to this. He said it does have a little sheen on it.
Okay.
And I had asked them to bring a sample.
Newly sanded wood is so beautiful, but unfortunately it's not gonna hold up without a finish.
To me, that looks orangey now.
Yeah? I would say that since the goal here is to get rid of the yellowing and ambering, maybe paying for the matte finish is a good way to go. Especially if you go with like the color like the gray, if that were to yellow or amber, I don't think it would be a nice tone.
No, it would not.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. That's great.
But this is the brighter room, you know?
Oh, I'm so glad we get to see it in here. Because this suddenly has a pink undertone to me.
It sure does.
I think it looks a little pickled.
Yeah.
I like how it changes as you go through the house. I think that kind of gives a little bit of personality.
We're taking a quick trip upstairs to inspect the paint colors that we chose in the last field trip for her boys' bedrooms. Oh, I love it.
That. My boys love it.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad because
my
they wanted
God.
their blue room.
They won't shut up.
I want
how
a
much they
chalkboard
like it?
wall.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
They're like, Mom, when are we gonna split rooms? Where's the chalk? Where's all
Yeah, when is the chalk arriving?
They're so ready. Oh, I'm so glad they like it.
We're gonna put Humpty Dumpty back together again, and
Yes.
but you know, all in good time, my dear. All in good time.
Right? Right.
How do you like the rooms?
I love them.
Okay.
I love
good,
them.
Good. Cool.
This turned out a little darker than I thought with that. It's so black. I was imagining more of a gray chalkboard.
Oh.
But it's not a bad thing. We can just have lighter bedding or something. You know what I mean? Like we just won't go dark with everything else.
Right. Good call. Jacob's bedroom on the front of the house has quite a bit more light than Sam's bedroom on the back of the house. We have to be cognizant about the items we put in those rooms to interact with the light in the way that we want. If you have like a lamp or anything in the corner, it looks awesome against the dark.
I bet it does.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. Let's go find out. These guys are professionals. They are using their legitimate sander to prepare a part of the floor for the sample that we've requested.
What we ever do.
So, typically within the same stain company and the same line of products, you can mix colors to hone in on the exact tone that you want. And so we almost always custom mix our stain colors.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
I really like that.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That is nice to get the blue away.
Look how it compares to brown. It compares. Oh, look at that. We should have just said toe of Nancy's shoe color.
Gosh, why didn't
No.
we say that?
One's a little more maroony. That's why, I guess.
Yep.
Woo! Making decisions. Front door colors. Yeah, you brought that up. Do you have any thoughts?
I was thinking just black. Honestly, like a new coat of black paint, like a fresh coat of black paint might look really nice. I was like, why change just for the sake of change? And then new numbers, of course. My concern with the black door in this case is that it would pull down our dark gray painted brick to feel heavier. But if instead we do a light color for the front door, that dark gray brick is going to support the color and the whole house is going to feel much more vibrant. What do you think of incorporating a color? I like it. I like front doors that pop. I really do. And I've always considered doing it. I think you said that green color, everybody.
It's funny, green is actually the color that has the most variation in our spectrum. Because you can go really, really, really dark with green and it still registers as green, and you can go super, super light with green and it still registers as green. I don't know a better way to describe it than that, but like yellow is a color that doesn't have as much.
That makes total sense.
There aren't as many yellows, in fact. Yes, there are infinitely many shades of every color, but it's almost like there are more infinite shades of green. We'll get into more specifics about color in another episode. Spoiler alert, white and black are certainly colors, and spoiler alert number 2, red, yellow, and blue are not the 3 primary colors of pigment. If you mix those with each other, white and black, you'd miss out on a lot of colors in our spectrum. For now, what you need to know is that there are 3 different ways you can differentiate colors. Value, how light or dark a color is, saturation, how much pigment is in a color, and hue, which is where that color lands on the color wheel. So do you have a feel for where you want to be on the spectrum?
In the green family, I think.
I love that. I think it'd be really nice. We'll go actually to the brightest part of the deck.
I like that. Those kinds of greens a little bit better.
Okay.
More blue in them, maybe.
All right, let's go to some greens that are scaled back a little bit in terms of saturation. Ooh.
Oh, hey, green.
Are there any of those you like?
I like the family. What is that?
Overt green.
Okay, it's not dill.
It's not dill, no. We're, here's one called pickle. Dill is a more muted color.
Okay.
Here we're looking for a pop, yeah. Well, let's go look at these actually on the door.
Okay. I'm liking that next to the last green.
Me too.
Is that, I'm thinking about the feel as I walk up and walk in the door. I'd like to have plants in that hallway because I think it gets lots of good sun and I like plants out there. And I think the green of the door and the green plants coming into that city loft, I think would be really nice.
Yeah, and the green of outside, so it just feels like this
Flow.
Yeah, this flow. Thank you for the word. As a reminder, here's the layout for Audrey's downstairs. You enter the foyer from the stoop where we're standing, and here's where she's interested in putting plants next to the stairwell. This is the winner, Gecko, which is 6719 Sherwin-Williams. Alright, almost there.
Do you want me to tear that bush out of there for you?
Yeah, this bush. This isn't OSHA approved.
It's totally not OSHA.
Okay, I'm having to label the vinyl for painting because we want to be specific and not have any, what do we call them? Assumptions.
Assumptions. Never assume.
We don't want to have any incorrect assumptions. Alright. Yellow represents our lightest color, it's a white. Right. Orange is our light / medium gray, called passive. In this case, we're incorporating two trim colors. We're bringing in another gray between the white trim and the dark gray brick, almost like a shadow line to bring a bit more depth and dimension to the front of the house. Perfect. Great.
Much. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been fun.
This is a fun day. Yay.
It was a very fun day. Cut!
Thanks for joining for another field trip. If you haven't seen the last time we went to Audrey's house, go back and check out field trip number 1. You can find that link in this video's description. See ya!